And there is the countdown going down at the moment. So we are sitting ready, going to adjust the scoreboard just a little bit, get towards the top of the screen if we could get it. There we go. Do that. And here we go. This is cool. This is actually, I heard this is part of the whole like IC Cup and whole like Team Liquid. This is like during that little phase where like all these websites were doing like map making contests, and this is one of the ones that made it through. So cool stuff. Here we go. Sandshore Miss. PvP Losers Finals. Starting off at the 3 o'clock position, the Green Protoss, one of the favorites to win this tournament still, is Hoesa. His opponent to the left side, we just watched him win another PvP, the Yellow Protoss Staavros. So Hoesa is from the Netherlands, Staavros is from Greece, so a little bit of national. And we are on Sandshore Mist, and here goes my exploration at the moment. So, okay. We're looking and seeing. What in the hell is that? Alright. What? I'm already like halfway confused. Okay, so looking at the main base right now. We got 2 gases, so far so good. Kind of a pretty big open main, not too bad. A small ramp, so not too bad. What I'm already noticing, what I'm already awkwarded out, there's a little ramp leading down to this bottom area, but it actually doesn't lead out to anywhere. There's just this little area right here at the bottom, so I'm already looking for Terran players for drops, maybe Warp Prisms, Niduses, Networks, something really funky could come right here, like I don't know, something, man. That's crazy. Okay, so right off the bat. Let's look at the natural at the moment. Natural looks fairly simple, kind of a little bit of a bigger open ramp, a little bit more of a challenge, not too bad. Let's move on to the third base at the moment, where you do see, kind of a very open area in a sense, very open walk areas. This is almost like MLG Crossfire, or I mean GSL Crossfire, where it's kind of like that stringy map, at least in the same context of like how like it's built terrain-wise. Looks very similar. We're going to see there's a Xelnaga tower sitting in a puddle full of leaf and moss. It's not good. It's not healthy for a tower. Probably going to go out of power once it rusts out. Then we got another tower sitting in mist, and then there's a dolphin over here. Oh my god, what the hell is that? It looks like one of those like raptor shark, like one of those like sharks with like a beam on top of its head. Like a laser attached to the top of his head. That's pretty cool. Another Xelnaga tower sitting in a puddle. Look at the mini map at the bottom right. Don't worry. I'm getting there. I'm getting. They are smiley faces, aren't they? They are. Okay, well, fine. I'm gonna not wait any longer. And we do see this is kind of the part where I saw that really interested me about this map when I saw it the first time from a distance. These are island bases right here. At the top left and the bottom right, these are 2 island bases at the moment. There's nothing connecting them at the moment. I'm pretty sure you can't walk over there. So we're looking at that, but 2 assimilators, 2 gas, so a little bit more towards the Terran favor side. I mean, after that, kind of a little bit more, I guess, to if a Warp Prism for a Protoss. Definitely a little bit more interesting to see how they get utilized. The only really way to attack them really is by air or Warp Prisms. Mutos chick can just pwn. So yeah. That's pretty much the map layout at the moment. Oh my god, the shark moves. There, that shark with the laser beam on top of its head moves. Oh my god, watch out, Staavros. Your probe is gonna get eaten by a shark. That'd be so cool if like this shark could actually like attack. What the hell is that? I can't even click on that. What the hell? It makes me upset. I can't even click on that. Oh guys, we're playing a game of StarCraft. I forgot. We're in the Losers Finals at the moment. I'm so excited with the new map. It like cracks me up. Look at things right now. Hoesa, meanwhile, has so far produced 2 gases. Might be going 4-gate. Doubt it. We're going to be looking and seeing if there's maybe a robotics bay, and we'll see maybe this Hoesa style where he goes just at 3-gate robo. Goes for the immortal push. Meanwhile, over here, it looks like 1, 2, and... oh, darn. So we're going to have another 3-gate robo by Staavros, his opening, and I think same thing on the end of... I don't know where the robot... oh yeah, that's right, Hoesa kind of delays his robo base, so we'll see that. There it is. Okay, so robo base, so we're going to have another kind of a mirror matchup where we got Immortals and Stalkers clashing at each other. Thing to pay attention right here, Hoesa does have a pro down here at the bottom. Kind of interesting positioning, kind of just hiding back, just so you make sure there's no natural going on. Not too much going on. But yeah. Pretty neat map, still kind of liking it. Kind of things I'm still looking at. It's the third interesting positioning. I am looking also right up here, lifted area right here. If you could actually perch tanks right here, I wonder. I almost want to test. I almost want to test this out. See if you could perch a tank right here. That's actually be really good if it could pot shot crap all over the map. Just sit up in these high grounds. That would be actually very helpful. This poor like, my God, this poor like fourth over here is absolutely vulnerable. Also, another thing, there are no... Oh, wait, there is gold. Here we go. That's kind of what I missed about looking at the maps. Gold is just purely wide open. Holy crap. Good luck. If you want to take a gold, you're taking a huge risk because this is one of the most open areas I've ever seen for a gold base right now, at least ramp-wise. They're going to be at the kind of middle right, a little bit 4 o'clock, and it looks like about the 10 o'clock positions of the map. More like 9-ish, whatever. And look at that! Oh my God, we got like Smaka Medvedya. Oh my God, it could be. Oh my God, we got a little bit of Russian here. We got a Medvedya. We got a bear. We have bears in this map. We have bears, but I can't click on the shark. I can't click on the floating shark. That upsets me. Truly and dearly does. Do we have any animals hanging out here at the other one? No, we don't. Oh, this is awesome casting. Love it. Alright guys, looking at things right now, Hoesa is looking out to make a push. He's got a nice little Immortal army. He's got a few stalkers coming out. It's actually a pretty big map, so there is a slight chance if a push fails or a counterattack fails, something like that, we could be going into a bit of a macro game for Protoss. Oh guys, watch out for that floating shark. It's actually floating above them. Oh my God, it's actually floating. Is it going through the water? No. Or is it? I can't tell. It's like floating. You see like bubbles, like carbonation bubbles coming out of it. So there we go. Oh, there's like I said, that probe is going to be important. Pylon's just about to finish up, so you can warp in a few more units. Meanwhile, at the top ramp of Staavros is doing a good job, just kind of sitting back at the moment. Has a couple sentries, so if he needs to trap any units, has some Zelds down at the bottom and some Immortals. Meanwhile, we have another Immortal coming there. His second Immortal is on its way. Third Immortal getting built. No, it's not. Warp Prism on its way. And you know what? Actually, what he could do, Hoesa, just kind of sit back here, dance around for a little while, bring that War Prism onto the backside, drop some Zealots in the back, let's getting attack. Oh, and actually good force fields, able to trap some of the units at the backside. All these Zealots disappearing at the front. That's not good. Warping in a few more. Unfortunately, I think sentries, most of them used up almost all their energy. Might have enough for a couple more force fields if need be. Let's be really careful how he utilizes those. And a Warp Prism is done, but I don't know if it's going to get utilized at the moment. Oh, interesting decision. It does a decent job trapping everything. And here we go. Probably a few more force fields are going to go down. Like Staavros is just losing a lot of stalkers at the moment, and just losing a lot of units. This is not good at the moment. Mortal is kind of pod shotting from the top of Staavros' base, but I mean, it's not somewhere where you want to get trapped. Let him come up to you and trap him. Don't go down to him and his ramp. He will trap you with force fields. And both players, that's funny, both players actually went War Prism. That kind of cracks me up. And we actually might have a collision course right here. This War Prism is coming on the backside. We're going to pay attention to that. And I mean, this is a great opportunity right now. Both these players are probably literally going to run into each other. Look at this. Look at the pass of these guys. We're going to look and see, does Hoesa see anything at all? There he does. He does see. He has minor vision of the Warp Prism. I don't know if he noticed it or not. Meanwhile, same goes for Staavros. See if he noticed anything. Both players, Warp Prism, just kind of chilling here. So he's going to go for the Zealot drop kind of in the back of the base, see what he could do there. Should be fairly easily defendable. Just kind of pull the probes off the line, have good reactions, and just warp in a couple stalkers just to defend it. Other than that, kind of interesting. Oh, wait. No. Hoesa, what are you doing? You can't walk units. Oh, I got it. Okay, he warped in a few. He warped in Zealot so he could pick up and then do the drop. I'm like, Hoesa, you know, you can't warp in probes. What are you doing? So most likely this natural will get canceled. There we go. I was about to say, oh, that was close. So Staavros able to make the cancel happen. But again, this army's kind of coming back, pushing back. So all these Zealots should be able to go down. Overall, Hoesa is looking in a pretty damn good position. I'm not too worried about him right now. Staavros is just producing way too much off one base at the moment with the gates and the robotics facility. If he's going to start doing Colossus, it's actually not way too much, but it's quite a bit even. You can't ignore. Definitely, we're going to pay attention over here to the warp prism at the top left on the map for Hoesa in case he does drop into Staavros' base. That's going to be actually pretty bad. It's going to hurt quite a bit. And I don't know if Staavros notices that pylon. He's got to notice it by now. I mean, there's a little green like dot right there just hanging out. And Hoesa for whatever reason, warps into Zella, and that gives away that pylon more than anything else in the world. If it doesn't, gives the other pylon away too. He's got to be able to see the other one too, right? Yeah, he sees the other pylon too. Go take it out. Still wanting to see right now Hoesa kind of sitting back with that warp prism at the moment. Not too much going on. Both players sitting back, getting their naturals up. So turning into a minor macro game, robotics bait going up for Hoesa, so he could pop out some Colossus, getting attack upgrade numero uno. Both players are already for Staavros. He does have the Colossus out, getting that thermal lance for distance shooting. So should be interesting turns in the game. Oh, there it is. There's the warp prism. Dun 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 dun. Let's see reactions. Is he gonna pull pros before he loses too many? And doing actually a garbage job. Doing it, not garbage, but terrible job. Picks up pieces out. Get out of there, Hoesa. Get out of there. We watched the last game between both Protoss, just lost their warp prisms so easily, unattentive. So that kind of sucks at the moment. Mineral patches are actually fairly low on this main base for Staavros to pay attention. Literally, he's going to be back on one base in about a moment. Let's take a look at the units tab. I actually hate this right now for Staavros. He lost quite a few. Didn't lose a lot. He lost 9. But at the same time, he's still down at 18 probes. He hasn't been producing probes, and that's going to be the downfall of his game. His economy is about half of what Hoesa's is, or at least what he could afford. Because we do see once these mineral patches are mined down, they're going to move down to the bottom one. And he's going to be stuck on one base again. Meanwhile, the other things for Hoesa doing a good job. Kind of, he's fairly low too. Not as well. Yeah, he's kind of bad too. So he's about to jump on one base himself. But he has quite a bit of an army at the moment. He's got quite a few stalkers, 3 immortals, a couple sentries, and he's going to have Colossus if already not popped out. So, a little interesting. A little interesting how the game is kind of turning out here. It's funny, actually, I think... Well, actually, no. Staavros actually has more minerals than Hoesa, but that's because he's been mining better, and he's had more probes mining. So, looking at the probe count right now, 42 to 28 in favor of Hoesa. Stalker count, 27 to 8 in favor of Hoesa. Immortal count is 3 to 2 in favor of Hoesa. Zealot count actually in favor of Staavros, and Sentry count also in favor of Staavros. Supply wise, 140, so Hoesa is not going to get blocked for a while. Also has that. Whoa! Get back here. Staavros has that observer right there just to double check, make sure anything is going on. And yeah, here we go. Oh my god, some of the stuff has to be getting mined down really low. Yep. Mine down low, about 20 more trips for some of these probes, and they will mine out the rest of this poor mineral patches, and they're going to start doubling up. And I like this right now. Hoesa is taking the third base, so great job by him getting keeping his economy alive. But at the same time, he hasn't produced any Colossus yet. There we go. There's the first one, right? As I say that, he hasn't produced any Colossus at the moment. Shield, armor number 1 on its way. Shield's still not upgraded. And this is what I don't really understand, why Protoss don't do this. If you're a Protoss player and listening and watching right now, build 2 forges. Don't sit on one. Build 2 forges. You guys don't use your chrono boost that well anyways. As you see, Hoesa's actually not using it too bad right now because he's using it for Colossus and the forge. But usually comes a game, Protoss players forget to use their chrono boost and just build 2 forges and just chrono out 2 upgrades at a time. It's really efficient, and you guys can actually